After 4.5 million cases and severe outbreaks in 21 states, people still don't seem to be getting the message about wearing a mask, even after they get COVID-19. It's crazy. So Congressman Louie Gohmert is one of those people who got it, and this is what he had to say.
It's really ironic because, you know, a lot of people have made a big deal out of my not wearing a mask a whole lot, but in the last week or two, I have worn a mask more than I have in the whole last 4 months. I can't help but wonder if by keeping a mask on and keeping it in place, that if I might have put some germs, some of the virus onto the mask and breathed it in. I don't know.
I don't know. He's been in the sun too long. No, the mask didn't give you the virus, sir. It just didn't. It just didn't. Stop it. It didn't. It's crazy. Okay. Nancy Pelosi issued a mask mandate on the House floor the other day. And I don't know how to say this, but Sonny, should someone say, okay, everybody, just put the bloody mask on. Just put the mask on.
There should be a national mask mandate, and I mean, there's a business case for it. You know, there have been studies that have definitely shown that the economy would be better if everyone wore a mask, because we could get back into schools and back to work. We can curb the spread of the virus if people just wore the mask and there was a national mandate. And I think what Gohmert said was just so irresponsible. It is unbelievable. And what was also irresponsible is that after getting his results, he traveled back to the Capitol, probably exposing people to the virus on his way there. I know that Karen Bass tweeted a picture of herself with her mask on, trying to convince him to wear a mask, you know, on the floor of Congress. It's unbelievable that after everything that we've heard, he would still take a risk, not only for his life, but the lives of others. And now we have Dr. Fauci, who's saying that it would even be safer to wear some sort of face shield to shield your eyes, or goggles or eyeglasses. So someone like Joy and Whoopi, you guys are even safer because you're wearing glasses. You know, so I don't know why our representatives are being so irresponsible.
And Herman Cain died yesterday of COVID-19. Mm-hmm. It's not fake. It's really happening. I mean, do they need a mask mandate before they reopen schools, Joy?
Well, let me say this about Gohmert. First of all, he's one of the more hilarious members of Congress. This is a guy who said that he didn't believe in gays in the military because they would be too relaxed massaging each other to win a war, okay? And yet, he was reelected 8 times in the great state of Texas. Just saying. Now, the idea that the mask could give you the virus is very funny, because he's almost like saying a condom will make you pregnant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so irrational and so dumb. If Herman Cain died, unfortunately, of COVID, and he was not wearing a mask, and Gohmert just got it, and others, they are grown-ups and they're not wearing it. What makes them think that the children will keep those masks on? Those kids are not going to keep those masks on. They're going to say, I like your mask better. They're going to switch masks. There might be bullies in school pulling the mask. Who knows what's going to happen with children? I know that my grandson, we said to him, okay, when we go buy the thing, let's put the mask on. He goes, I'm not wearing a mask. I mean, they don't want to do it. Neither did Louie Gohmert, neither did Herman Cain, and others. So.
Right. So, Megan, where do you stand on this? Should there be a national mandate?
I don't know. I think that what's interesting to me is what you brought up, Sonny, about Fauci with the goggles. I think he gave that interview yesterday, talking about how maybe when we go out, we should be wearing goggles of some kind. And there really is just every day some kind of moving of the needle on this. And I remember when the pandemic first started, being told that masks, not to wear masks, that masks don't work and it doesn't matter. And then I actually gave, I think I've said this on the show, I actually gave my masks away that I had found in a suitcase and then needed to buy more off Amazon later. So I think part of the problem is that the media approval rating is at 12%, and we can laugh about dumb people in Texas re-electing Congressman Gohmert over and over again, but there's a distrust of people in power, and we can have a conversation about why that happened later. But it concerns me because obviously we don't see our country tamping down the coronavirus in the way that other first world countries will be. I, for one, am feeling completely hopeless about the future in any way, about us ever going back in studio, about life ever returning to normal in any way. And I do wish people would just wear a mask. It's not that hard, but it seems to have become this sort of culture war issue that is very strange. I actually saw a really interesting piece on Vice in Apache Junction in Arizona, and a lot of people in Apache Junction, Arizona don't think the coronavirus is real and don't feel the need to wear a mask. And there's clearly miscommunication or distrust, and it's very tragic and it's very sad. And I think when we've talked so often about the polarization in America and the different cultural divide, this is why it's dangerous, is because it can literally have health ramifications and public crisis ramifications that we're seeing right now. And it's just very tragic all the way around. And I would just like to say my family are total right-wingers. All of us wear masks everywhere all the time. It's just safer, and it's not that hard.